Start your day with remembrance of Allah.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya'i wal Mursaleen, Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'een, amma ba'd. فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا حبيب الله الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي اللهم افتح علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا رحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. O Allah Azza wa Jal, open the doors of knowledge and wisdom for us. Have mercy on us, O the one who is the most honorable, the most gracious. بلغ العلا بكماله كشف الدجى بجماله حسنت جميع خصاله صلوا عليه وآله. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Indeed, all praises belong to Allah Azza wa Jal, our sustainer, our provider, our cherisher and nourisher, the master of the day of judgment, the owner, initiator and creator of everything that exists. We send peace and blessings upon his beloved Habib, the most exalted and the most celebrated prophet of Allah Azza wa Jal, the peace of our hearts and mind, the most generous and kind sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We send peace and blessings upon his illustrious family and noble companions alayhim wa ridwan. Marhaba, marhaba, marhaba. Ahlan wa sahlan bikum to all our viewers and listeners of Madani Channel. It gives me great pleasure to once again be here. Firstly, we would listen to the blessings and virtues of reciting Durood Pak, and inshallah we're going to listen to a Kalam and Naat. And our discussion for today is beholding, to say, making ziyarat of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in your dream, in your khab. Hi, 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 hi. Which ashiq and which lover does not desire to see his beloved in his dream? And our beloved is the beloved of Allah Azza wa Jal, Rasul Kareem, Ra'ufur Rahim, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So चले इंशाल्लाह हदीस पाक सुनते हैं. Al-Qawlul Badi' किताब का नाम है. With regards to the fadail and virtues of Durood Pak, the Prophet of Rahmah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has mentioned لِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ طَهَارَةٌ وَغُسْلٌ. Everything has a purification and a washing. وَطَهَارَةُ قُلُوبِ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ مِنَ الصَّدْءِ, and the purification for the heart of a believer from the rust and filth of this dunya, or the filth and sicknesses of the heart from various problems, right? Rasul Kareem said to remove the rust of the heart, as-salatu alayya, it is to recite durood and salawat upon me. Due to the blessings of sending salams upon me, Allah Azza wa Jalla shall purify and cleanse your heart from the rust. What is this rust, dear viewers? Rasul Kareem said, there is a rust for the heart as well. And since everything requires purification, your clothes is dirty, you use water to remove the stains, to remove the dirt. Your house is dirty, you will sweep your house. Likewise, your body is dirty, you will wash your body. And how does one remove the filth from the heart? Rasulullah said, as-salatu alayya, it is to recite durood upon me. Allah. The poet says so beautifully, musibat mein jab liya hoga, tumhara naam musibat mein jab liya होगा, हमारा बिगड़ा हुआ काम बन गया होगा, हमारा बिगड़ा हुआ काम बन गया होगा. Allahu Akbar. Indeed, our sorrows and our pain would have come to an end if we had taken the name of Rasul Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Dear viewers of Madani Channel, Alhamdulillah, Thumma Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. It is such an honor and privilege to be here since we had listened to the blessings and virtues of Durood Pak, subhanallah. Let's listen to a beautiful Nati Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam with Durood Pak. Mere Nabi, Salli ala, Pyare Nabi, Salli ala. We would listen to this Nati Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and just after a moment we will be back. Stay tuned with Madani Channel. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
मेरे नबी सल्ले अला प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला मेरे नबी सल्ले अला प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला दर पे बुला लो हमको भी प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला मेरे नबी सल्ले अला प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला दर पे बुला लो हमको भी प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला मिटते हैं जहाँ भर के आलाम मदीने में मिटते हैं जहाँ भर के आलाम मदीने में बिगड़े हुए बनते हैं सब काम मदीने में बिगड़े हुए बनते हैं सब काम मदीने में बिगड़े हुए बनते हैं बिगड़े हुए बनते हैं सब काम मदीने में मेरे नबी सल्ले अला प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला दर पे बुला लो हमको भी प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला आका की इनायत है हर गांव मदीने में आका की इनायत है हर गांव मदीने में होता नहीं कोई भी नाकाम मदीने में होता नहीं कोई भी नाकाम मदीने में होता नहीं कोई भी नाकाम मदीने में मेरे नबी सल्ले अला प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला दर पे बुला लो हमको भी प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला हाजी रो रो कर कह देना सलाम उनसे ऐ हाजी रो रो कर कह देना सलाम उनसे ऐ हाजी रो रो कर कह देना सलाम उनसे ले जाओ गरीबों का ले जाओ गरीबों का पैगाम मदीने में मेरे नबी सल्ले अला प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला दर पे बुला लो हमको भी प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला जाओ गुनाहगारो बेखौफ चले आओ आ जाओ गुनाहगारो आ जाओ गुनाहगारो बेखौफ चले आओ आ जाओ गुनाहगारो बेखौफ चले आओ सरकार की रहमत तो सरकार की रहमत तो है आम मदीने में मेरे नबी सल्ले अला प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला दर पे बुला लो हमको भी प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला दरबार में जब पहुँचो ऐ काश शाह उस दम दरबार में जब पहुँचो दरबार में जब पहुँचो ऐ काश शाह उस दम दरबार में जब पहुँचो ऐ काश शाह उस दम दीदार का हो जाए दीदार का हो जाए इनाम मदीने में मेरे नबी सल्ले अला प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला दर पे बुला लो हमको भी प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला अत्तार पे अब ऐसा ऐ काश करम हो जाए अत्तार पे फिर ऐसा ऐ काश करम हो जाए मक्के में सार गुजरे तो शाम मदीने में मक्के में साल गुजरे तो शाम मदीने में। मेरे नबी सल्ले अला, प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला, दर पे बुला लो हमको भी, प्यारे नबी सल्ले अला, सल्ले अला, सल्ले अला, सल्ले अला, सल्ले अला, सल्ले अला।
Subhanallah, mere Nabi Salli Ala, Pyare Nabi Salli Ala. This Naati Pak Sallam is composed by none other than His Eminence Amir Ahle Sunnat, Hazrat Allama Maulana Abu Bilal, Muhammad Ilyas Attar Qadri Radavi, Damat Barakatuhum Al-Aliyah, and the reciter is none other than our respected Naat Khan of Da'wat Islami, our brother Muhammad Saeed Attari Sallamahul Bari. MashaAllah, what a beautiful, beautiful rendition of Naati Rasul Maqbool Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Dear viewers of Madani Channel, hi. Amir Ahle Sunnat writes in his book, in his kalam, तेरी जब की दीद होगी, जब मेरी ईद होगी, तेरी जब की दीद होगी, जब मेरी ईद होगी, मेरे ख्वाब में तुम आना, मेरे ख्वाब में तुम आना, मेरे ख्वाब में तुम आना, मदनी मदीने वाले सल्लल्लाहु अलैका या रसूल अल्लाह, सल्लल्लाहु अलैका या हबीब अल्लाह. Only when I get to make your ziyarat, only when I am blessed with your vision, when I am blessed to glance at your luminous face, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, then only would I celebrate. That day will be my Eid. Mere khab mein tum aana. Please do appear in my dreams, Madani, Madine wale. Allahu Akbar. Dear viewers of Madani Channel, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, it is truly an incredibly auspicious honor to behold the beloved and blessed Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. जिसने सरकार को अपने ख्वाब में देखा हो, he is extremely and indeed fortunate to see the Prophet of Allah Azza wa Jalla in his dream. It is a desire of every ashiq and every lover to have a glance of his beloved. And Rasul Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had shown himself and revealed himself in the dreams as well as in reality to many, many awliya and salihin that were blessed and honored. If he Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had kissed any companion with his Mubarak lips in his dream, that fragrance and smell remained on that person for a very long time. The entire environment would be illuminated. There are so many accounts of so many companions and so many awliya, salihin, ulama, so many great scholars of Islam who were blessed with ziyarat-e Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahu Akbar. And एक हदीस पाक का ये मफ़हूम है, समरी है कि जिसने मुझे देखा तो मुझको ही देखा. If somebody had seen me in his dream, then he had seen me. For shaitan can never take the appearance of the Holy Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Rasulullah would bless people in their dreams. Sometimes he would change their taqdeer and luck and qismat, to say he would change their destiny. He would remove their problems. He would solve their problems. He would remove adversities and calamities. If somebody was hungry, Rasulullah would overcome his hunger in his dream. If someone was thirsty, the Holy Rasul would overcome his thirst, quench his thirst in his dream, and reality, his thirst is then gone. If somebody needed any sort of help, though he received the help in his dream, but the effect of the dream was such that his problem was actually removed in reality. और आप भी उम्मीद रखें कि एक दिन सरकार हमारी भी ख्वाब में आए. He will appear in our dreams as well, and after that day it will be a changing point in our lives as well. Hazrat Sayyidina Muhammad ibn Sa'id rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi, the messenger of Allah azza wa jalla sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, came into his blessed dream and kissed him upon his cheeks with his blessed and Mubarak lips. To say on his face he was kissed by the Holy Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahu Akbar. Hazrat Sayyidina Muhammad ibn Sa'id rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi was a great personality. He was a pious individual. Khawf khuda rakhne wale. A person who feared Allah azza wa jalla, a true Sufi saint of his time. And this is his story and this is his account when he says, I was blessed with the ziyarat of Rasulullah in my dream. And mere khab mein, the Holy Prophet had kissed me on my face. Allahu Akbar. He says that then my wife had opened her eyes as well. And I said to her that I was just blessed with the ziyarat of the Holy Rasul and he kissed me on my face. The wife and him were witness to this, that subhanallah, the fragrance that was emanating from his face, for the Rasul had kissed him with his Mubarak and blessed illuminous lips that caused that fragrance to remain in the home, in that environment and on his body for the next 8 days. That smell and fragrance was emanating from the environment and home of this person's house. Subhanallah, Subhanallah. Dear viewers of Madani Channel, these are those fortunate people that were blessed with the ziyarat of Rasul Kareem, Ra'ufur Rahim, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahu Akbar. How fortunate are those, dear viewers of Madani Channel, that the entire house was immersed with the scent of musk, khushbu. Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. Likewise, you will find so many other narrations and accounts of many awliya and salihin. Let's look at this beautiful story of the Holy Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam removing the calamity of this person. Allahu Akbar. So, the name of this personality is none other than Hazrat Sayyidina Yaqub bin Sufyan Fasawi rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi. He was a great scholar as well, and he would actually write hadith and he would narrate the hadith to his sheikh. This is how he used to do at night. He would sit and he would write masla masail and he would write hadith of the Holy Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the next day he would present that to his teacher, to his sheikh, to his mentor, to his leader. And he was a great person. He would travel from city to city with the talab and with the arman of learning ilm deen. And this is the passion of many of our pious predecessors, that they would focus their attention on seeking the knowledge of Islam. This is one of those personalities that travel from city to city, country to country, with this intention that I would only learn ilm deen. During this one journey, he says, at night I was at a place and I was spending my time reading and writing, noting down points. And he says, as I was doing so, this was my habit, this was my routine, my schedule, and a large portion of the night had passed. Yani, this is after midnight. And मैं hadith लिख रहा हूँ in the lamp that was burning in that room. And he says, suddenly my eyes had moistened. It became wet. And slowly, as I began to wipe my eyes, in reality, this wasn't a dream. ये हकीकत आप बयान फरमा रहे थे कि मैं हदीस पाक लिख रहा था और मेरे साथ यूं हो रहा था कि आंखों से पानी जारी थे. And then slowly I began to lose my vision. Allahu Akbar. और मुझे ऐसा अंधेरा महसूस होने लगा. And within no time, I then realized I am blind. मैं देख नहीं पा रहा हूँ. Even the lamp that was burning was not in my vision anymore. I could not see the lamp in my room. It was totally dark. And I had realized perhaps I had lost my vision. My eyesight is gone. This caused me to cry. And the words that left my tongue was, how would I now write the hadith of Rasulullah? मैं हुजूर की बातों को किस तरह से पढ़ूंगा? हुजूर के अक़वाल को, अहादीथ मुबारका को किस तरह से मैं मुताला कर पाऊंगा? किस तरह से देख पाऊंगा? How would I now be able to benefit from the hadith of the Holy Rasul when I cannot see, I cannot read? इस तकलीफ की वजह से मैं रोने लगा, इतना रोया कि आंख लग गई, नींद आ गई. नींद के गालिब होने की वजह से, due to the need and the sleep being, गालिब and dominant over me, I slept, I dozed off. My kismat and my destiny had smiled at me, my fortune had smiled at me, for I was blessed with the ziyarat of Rasul Kareem, Raufur Rahim sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allahu Akbar. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam then honored me in my dream and asked me, "Oh Yaqub, son of Sufyan," Allahu Akbar, "why are you crying? Kis cheez ne tumhe rulaya?" Allahu Akbar. He says, "Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, मैं इस वजह से रो रहा हूं कि आपके अहादीस को पढ़ते पढ़ते, लिखते लिखते मेरी आंखों की रोशनी ही चली गई. The sight and the light of my eyes have been gone due to writing hadith and learning and teaching hadith all my life. This is how I had spent my time. And I'm crying because now I would never be able to see. I lost my eyesight. I cannot see anything." Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam then, with his affectionate hands, in the dream he passed his affectionate and mubarak hands over my face in such a way, Allahu Akbar, that I could feel and experience a change within myself. Hazrat Sayyidina Yaqub bin Sufyan Faswi rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi says, then after he did that, Allahu Akbar, when I awoke from my sleep, Subhanallah, he says, my eyes had become enlightened and my vision was then restored. I could now see as if nothing happened to me. मैं इस तरह से देख रहा था, उसी वक्त जैसे ही मेरी आंखों की रोशनी वापस आ गई, फौरन मैंने अपने किताबों को लिया. I taken my books the moment my vision was restored, and I began to write the hadith and read the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It seemed as if nothing was even wrong with my eyes. आप देखें ना, सरकार सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ख्वाब में भी तशरीफ ला रहे हैं और ख्वाब के अंदर जो हकीकत हाल है. For example, this personality had lost his vision, but the Holy Rasul granted him his physical vision in his dream, and when he awoken from his sleep, he was now able to see as if nothing happened to him. ये सरकार की अता है, ये सरकार की देन है सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम. Allahu Akbar. The poet says so beautifully in his poetry, he says, "ए नूर खुदा आकर आँखों में समा जाना, या दर पे बुला लेना, या ख्वाब में आ जाना. ए नूर खुदा आकर आँखों में समा जाना, या दर पे बुला लेना, या ख्वाब में आ जाना. ए पर्दानशी दिल के पर्दे मेरा करना, जब वक्त नज़ा आए दीदार अता करना, जब वक्त नज़ा आए दीदार अता करना. ए सब्ज़े गुंबद वाले मंजूर दुआ करना, जब वक्त नज़ा आए दीदार अता करना, जब वक्त नज़ा आए आका दीदार अता करना. सल्लु अलल हबीब sallallahu ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. This was the account of Hazrat Sayyiduna Yaqub bin Sufyan Fasli rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi, who lost his eyesight. आप जरा देखें सरकार सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम किस तरह से नवाजते हैं अपनी चाहने वालों को. Those who love him, those who love to read about the Holy Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, वो सरकार से अगरचे दूर है physically, लेकिन सरकार हमसे दूर नहीं है. We are far away from the Holy Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In actual reality, we are far away from his sunnah. We are far away from his teachings. We are very far away from actual reality, from the basics of Islam. वरना सरकार तब भी नवाज रहे थे, आज भी नवाजते हैं, और क़यामत तक भी अपने चाहने वालों को आप नवाजते ही रहेंगे. बस लेने वाले के ऊपर है. It is upon the one who takes. It is upon the one who is blessed, upon the one who has उम्मीद and hope कि सरकार को देखना चाहते हैं, सरकार की ज़ियारत को मुशर्रफ करना चाहते हैं. You will find hundreds and thousands of people whose lives were changed. They experienced a revolution in their lives when they witnessed the beauty of Rasulullah in their beginning. There are some individuals who see the Holy Rasulullah very frequently, often they see him sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There are some personalities who witness the Holy Rasulullah in reality, ख्वाब में भी नहीं बल्कि हकीकत अपने माथों के आंखों से उन्होंने सरकार की ज़ियारतें की हैं. ये कितने खुशनसीब हजरात हैं, ऐसे लोग हैं. That if you only have to study about them, their personality, let's do the things which will make us see the beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. आगे बढ़ते हैं और भी देखते हैं सरकार सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम किस तरह से नवाजते हैं. जब आप नवाजने पे आते हैं, अल्लाह अकबर, when he comes onto the field of distributing and blessing and bestowal of bounties and blessings from Allah Azza wa Jalla, which was granted to him to distribute amongst the ummah, Allahu Akbar. तो आप जब नवाजने पे आते तो इस तरह से नवाजते, फिर कोई खाली हाथ नहीं जाता, चाहे आप ख्वाब में आकर के नवाजते हैं या फिर हकीकत में नवाजते हैं. However he gives you, his granting and his giving is excellent. It is beyond estimation and imagination. आप जरा सुनिए, this personality by the name of Hazrat Sayyiduna Abdullah Ahmad bin Yahya rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi. A distinguished Imam and Arif, the one who has spiritual recognition of Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Arif usi ko kehte hain, Arif Billah, the one who has a special recognition of the Almighty Allah Azza wa Jalla. So, bade sheikh the ye of Syria, who passed away in the year 306 Hijri. आप जरा सोचें और देखें कि उनका ज़माना हुज़ूर पाक से कितना करीब था. 306 Hijri is when he, rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi, passed on. This great sheikh, this great Hazrat of his time, Sayyiduna Abu Abdullah Ahmad bin Yahya, rahmatullahi ta'ala alayhi, states, आप खुद ही बयान फरमाते हैं कि I visited Madinatul Munawwara, और मैं अपने साथ जो भी कुछ खाने पीने के असबाब थे, सामान था, ज़ादे सफ़र जिसे कहते हैं, वो ख़त्म हुआ. It came to an end. और मैं मेहमान किसका हूँ? सरकार का मेहमान हूँ सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम. मदीने की ज़ियारत से मुझे नवाजा गया. I was blessed to go to Madinatul Munawwara. सफ़र के दौरान सामान यानी खाने पीने के जो असबाब थे, the thing that I could eat and drink was now finished, and there was nothing to eat and drink. I had faced starvation for some time. When my starvation and my condition had exceeded the limits, so I presented myself at the court of Rasulullah. अब जरा अकीदा चेक करें, देखें कि कैसे हजरात हैं. Allahu Akbar walillah. He says, I go there and I was standing at the Mubarak Roda Anwar of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and I began to present my plea in the court of the Holy Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya Rasulullah, मैं तो आप ही का मेहमान हूँ. I am your guest. You are my host. I had not come on my own accord. I was called by you. And indeed, The situation is such that I haven't eaten for some time, and due to which I am starving and I am hungry, and I would never stretch my hands before any other person, for I am your guest, I am your mehman, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. हम भला किसके आगे हाथ फैलाए जब आपके मेहमान हैं? करम फरमाइए, रहम फरमाइए. मैं दिल ही दिल में ये दुआएं कर रहा था, मांग रहा था, सरकार की बारगाह में अपना माज़ूरा पेश कर रहा था. And after that he says, I began to recite Durood Pak, I began to recite salawat upon the Holy Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Aankh lag gayi, need and sleep overtook me, and as I dozed off for some time, I was blessed with the ziyarat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in my dream. And Huzur Pak sallallahu alaihi wasallam came and fed me in my dream a flat bread, roti, naan kele. तो मुझे रोटी या नान ख्वाब में हुजूर पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने अपने हाथों से खिलाया. And I was eating the roti, and he was tapping me and pampering me in my dream. And I was eating the roti and the bread from the Mubarak and blessed hands of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. आधी रोटी में खा चुका था, मेरे मुंह के अंदर था. It was in my mouth, and half my eyes open, आंख खुली, the other half was yet in my hand. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah. Huzur Pak removed my hunger in my dream, and the proof and evidence of that was the other half of roti was still in my hand. I never need to ask anyone for food. I never need to ask anyone for help. Whereas the Prophet of Allah Azza wa Jalla removed my hunger in my sleep, and I had the other half in my hands. This is the Holy Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. कौन देता है देने को मुँह चाहिए, देने वाला है सच्चा हमारा नबी. क्या खबर कितने तारे खिले छुप गए, पर न डूबे न डूबा हमारा नबी. सबसे औला वो आला हमारा नबी, सबसे बाला वो आला हमारा नबी. Dear viewers of Madani Channel, look at the bestowal of the Holy Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How fortunate is this Shaykh who passed away in the year 306 Hijri, a great Shaykh, a great Alim, Arif Billah, the one who has special recognition of Allah Azza wa Jalla. Understand the matter that these are those people who look forward, who have strong conviction and yaqeen कि जब सरकार अता फरमाते हैं फिर सरकार जरूर अता फरमाएंगे, हमें भी अता फरमाएंगे. आप जब देने पे आते हैं, सुबहान अल्लाह, ऐसे यदि आला हज़रत फरमाते हैं, सैयद आला हज़रत ने तो फरमाया है, सुबहान अल्लाह, नेमतें बांटता जिस्म तो वो ज़ीशान गया, नेमतें बांटता जिस्म वो ज़ीशान गया, साथ ही मुंशिए रहमत का कलमदान गया, साथ ही मुंशिए रहमत का कलमदान गया. नेमते बांटता जिस्म वो ज़ीशान गया. Subhanallah, Subhanallah. May Allah Azza wa Jalla bless us like the pious predecessors were blessed. Look at Ala Hazrat, जिनका हम कलाम सुना रहे हैं, जिन्होंने ये कलाम लिखा है, खुद आपने सरकार की जियारत की है, और वो भी ख्वाब में नहीं बल्कि हकीकत में की है. He had witnessed the beauty and the elegance of the Holy Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not only in his dream but even in reality. क्योंकि तेरी जब की दीद होगी, जब ही मेरी ईद होगी, मेरे ख्वाब में तुम आना, मदनी मदीने वाले. Subhanallah. Dear viewers, we hope that you are watching Madani Channel right now. Inshallah, for now we are going to be listening to some Madani pearls, inshallah, and we will return just in a minute or two, and we will continue with our subject and topic. Please stay tuned with Madani Channel. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
When the beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam was informed that a famous warrior of Najd, presently Riyadh, Busur bin Haris Muharibi had gathered an army to attack Medina. He ﷺ, along with the army of 400 blessed companions, went to fight against them. When Busur heard that the beloved Rasul ﷺ has arrived in his city, he ran away and climbed the mountains along with his army. One of his soldiers, whose name was Haban, was arrested and embraced Islam in the blessed court of the beloved Rasul ﷺ. Suddenly, it rained heavily on that day. The beloved Rasul ﷺ began to dry his clothes near a tree from the top of the mountain. Non-Muslims noticed that blessed companions were busy in their activities and he ﷺ was alone. Therefore, they incited Busur to attack the beloved Rasul ﷺ, saying this sentence, "May I be killed by Allah if I am unable to kill Muhammad ﷺ." He moved towards the beloved Rasul ﷺ with a sword in his hand and spoke, raising the sword over the head of the beloved Rasul ﷺ. "Now, who will save you from me?" He ﷺ replied, "Merciful Allah Azza wa Jal will save me from you." He ﷺ had just said these words. Sayyidina Jibreel alayhi salam immediately landed on the earth and gave the Busur a punch on his chest, causing the sword to fall from his hand on the ground. The beloved Rasul ﷺ immediately picked up the sword and then asked, "Now who will save you from me?" Busur replied, "No one can save me from you." The beloved Rasul ﷺ had mercy on his helplessness. He ﷺ did not only forgive his mistake, but he ﷺ also returned his sword to him. Busur was so much impressed with the merciful manners of the beloved Rasul ﷺ that he recited kalima and embraced Islam. Immediately, having returned to his people, he started preaching Islam. Tere ikhlaq par qurban, tere awsaf pe wari, Musalman kya dubhi tera qail ya Rasulullah. That means, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, may I be sacrificed on your good manners and nice attributes. Not only your followers, but non-Muslims were also very much impressed by your good manners and nice attributes. Subhanallah Azawajal, have you heard how good the manners of the beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam were? Despite having absolute authority and power, he sallallahu alaihi wasallam never took revenge for himself, but rather he sallallahu alaihi wasallam would respond to evil with goodness. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam would even treat those who were his bitter enemies so much gently, as it has loving the beautiful styles of the beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As it has was a bitter enemy of the beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, saw the forgiveness and good manners of the beloved Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was very much impressed and immediately recited kalima and impressed Islam. It has become obvious that good manners are the best Madani method to win the hearts of people. It is a method that is beneficial for everyone because neither money is spent on good manners nor is there any disadvantage in it. It is absolutely necessary for preachers to have good manners because by virtue of the blessing of a well-mannered preacher, Madani activities progress by leaps and bounds. A well-mannered preacher can carry out Madani activities in a correct and efficient manner. A well-mannered preacher can play a vital role in the masjid filling movement. By virtue of the blessings of a well-mannered preacher, Madani activities get flourished in the area. A well-mannered preacher brings about good name to Dawat Islami. Madani kafilas thrive everywhere by virtue of the blessings of a well-mannered. A well-mannered preacher is called a successful, responsible Islamic brother. A well-mannered preacher does not have to face any specific trouble during his individual effort. Sinners are privileged to repent of their sins, and non-Muslims are privileged to embrace Islam by virtue of the blessings of the individual effort of a well-mannered preacher. A well-mannered preacher can eliminate hatred and develop a peaceful and loving environment. A well-mannered preacher can reunite the separated. A well-mannered preacher can remove distance and bring people closer in a peaceful and pleasant environment. In short, good manners bring about abundant advantages. Therefore, we should adopt gentleness and well manners. However, we should remember that it is not necessary if we meet someone smilingly, he will also welcome us cheerfully in return. But rather, it is possible that the one we are talking to becomes angry, considering our smile to be a taunt and behaves badly towards us. Thus, on such occasion, this commandment of Allah Azza wa Jal be kept in mind. It is stated in Ayah 34 of Surah Hameen As-Sajda, part 24. وَلَا تَسْتَوِي الْحَسَنَةُ وَلَا السَّيِّئَةُ ادفع بالتي هي أحسن فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم. Translation from Kanzul Iman: and the good deed and the evil deed will never be equal. O listener, repel the evil deed with one which is better thereupon the ones between whom and you was enmity. At that time, he will become like a close friend. Telling about the method of responding with goodness, Allama Maulana Sayyid Mufti Muhammad Naeemuddin Muradabadi Rahmatullahi Ta'ala has said, for example, anger with patience, ignorance with forbearance, bad behavior with forgiveness. If someone does wrong with you, you forgive him. As a result of this habit, your enemy will love you like your friends. Dear viewers of Madani Channel, everyone, whether Muslim or non-Muslim, acknowledge that Islam has spread due to good manners and gentleness. Today, a great number of followers of Islam we see in the entire world, and majority by virtue of the good manners and gentleness of the beloved Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. His blessed teachings and the good manners of the blessed companions and pious saints Rahimahumullah Ta'ala. Alhamdulillah Azza wa Jal, even today, countless non-Muslims are embracing Islam thanks to the blessings of good manners, whereas Madani reformation keeps on taking place in the lives of drinkers, interest takers, disobedience children, and listeners of songs and music, lovers of fashion, bitter enemies of each other, wicked people of the society, people having corrupt beliefs, and different types of sin people. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam.
Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. MashaAllah, subhanallah. Dear viewers of Madani Channel, this is our Muballigh of Da'wat Islami, MashaAllah, who was enlightening us with those Madani pearls. May Allah Azza wa Jalla bless him in both worlds. Subhanallah, Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah. ये एक वाक़या मज़ीद सुनाना चाहता हूँ, माशाअल्लाह. इसके बाद आपका ईमान यकीनन ताज़ा हो जाएगा. It will rejuvenate your spirits and you would desire to be honored and blessed with Ziyarat Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. आप जरा इनका वाक़या सुनिए. Hazrat Sayyidina Shah Abdul Rahim rahmatullahi ta'ala ali. Shah Abdul Rahim was known as Dehlavi. Shah Abdul Rahim Dehlavi rahmatullahi ta'ala ali states, on one occasion, I developed a high fever. This bukhar and this fever of mine had escalated to another level altogether. I underwent some treatments, but nothing could solve my problem, and my fever was not going down. एक तरफ पड़ा रहता था बिस्तर पे. I was just on the bed. I couldn't move. I could not signal anyone. I could not talk. बस बुखार की हालत में, बीमारी के आलम में मैं ऐसे ही पड़ा रहा. To the extent कि एक दिन ख्वाब में मैंने एक बुजुर्ग की ज़ियारत की. I saw a बुजुर्ग in my dream who told me कि तैयार हो जाओ शाह अब्दुल रहीम, be ready, for you will be honored with the ज़ियारत of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. लेकिन एक बात याद रखें, when the holy Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam will come in your dream, when he will come to visit you, he will come from your leg side. So change the position of your bed. When he opened his eyes, due to the happiness, इस खुशी की वजह से कि किसी ने मुझे ये बशारत ख्वाब में दिया, somebody given me this tidings in my dream that I will be honored with his ziyarat. So the ziyarat will be in wakefulness, whether it will be in my dream, that is to see what's going to happen. However, he signaled his family members to change the position of his bed, as he did gain some strength day after having his dream. And he says कि बस उसको करने के बाद हुजूर करीम रऊफ़ुर रहीम सल्लल्लाhu अलैहि वसल्लम came in my dream. ख्वाब में आप तशरीफ लाए. और सरकार के हुस्न जमाल को मैं देख रहा हूँ. Allahu Akbar. I was witnessing that immense beauty and shine, the illuminous face of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. नूरानी नूर, बरकतें लूटने लगा, हासिल करने लगा. इस तरह से हासिल करने लगा कि सरकार सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने इतना करम फरमाया कि हुजूर पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम made me rest on his मुबारक lap. और इस तरह से मैंने अपना सर को सरकार की मुबारक कदमों पे रखा कि सरकार सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की जो दाढ़ी मुबारक थी मेरे चेहरे को ढकने लगा. The Mubarak beard of the Holy Rasul had covered my face. In this state, I was resting at the Mubarak or on the Mubarak legs of the Holy Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He had blessed me so much. ये सरकार की ज़ियारत से मुशर्रफ हो रहा हूँ. आंसू भी निकल रहे ख्वाब के अंदर. सरकार का मुबारक कमीज मुबारक, शर्ट मुबारक, जुब्बा मुबारक became wet due to the tears that was coming out of my eyes. और मैं अपनी किस्मत पे रश करने लगा. I was so fortunate. I am honored with this privilege. Allahu Akbar. I then had one hope in my heart. एक ख्वाहिश ये थी कि सरकार सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ख्वाब में तो तशरीफ लाए हैं, लेकिन अगर मुझे सरकार के मुबारक बाल मिल जाए, यानी मोए मुबारक शरीफ. I desired the hair of the Holy Rasul सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम. काश मुझे ये मिल जाए, काश मुझे ये हासिल हो जाए. अल्लाहु अकबर. मगर मैं किस तरह से मांगू, कैसे मांगू? लेकिन मांगने की हाजत नहीं थी, क्योंकि सरकार सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम तो दिल की बातों को भी समझने वाले हैं, सुनने वाले हैं. अल्लाह अकबर. वही भरते हैं झोलियां सबकी, क्योंकि वो समझते हैं बोलियां सबकी. आओ बाजारे मुस्तफा को चले, गम खुशी में वही पे बदलते हैं. अल्लाह अकबर, अल्लाह अकबर. So happened, I never need to ask him. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam looked towards me, and he placed and rubbed and passed his affectionate hands over his illuminous beard. And two strands of beard, 2 strands of his hair came into his palms, which he then granted to me in my dream. Allahu Akbar. मैंने कबूल किया और उसको चूमा, सीने से लगाया खुशी के आलम में. फिर कुछ देर के बाद ये एक सोच मेरे जहन में आया. The thought came to my mind. क्या अगर आंखों को खोलने के बाद, नींद से बेदार होने के बाद, after I awakened from my sleep, I did not see this hair in my palm, then what? I was going to ask the Holy Rasul, but as I said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam knew the condition of my heart. He knew the questions I had in my heart. I never need to even ask him. I never need to tell him anything. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam then looked towards me again and said, don't worry. When you open your eyes, you will find peace here. Keep it very safe with you. A lamp was then brought. Even though the lamp was brought, when I looked towards my hand, I could not see the hair anymore in my palm. Rasulullah was then about to leave. After he rubbed my entire body with his hands, passing over his hands over my affected body and my illness, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Rasulullah told me, do not panic about the hair. You don't see the hair in your palms because to preserve the hair, I have placed it under your pillow. So when you awake, when you do wake up from your sleep, you will find those hairs under your pillow. Allahu Akbar. This personality, Shah Abdul Rahim Dahlavi rahmatullahi ta'ala says, बस ये हुआ कि जब मेरी आंखें खुली, when my eyes opened, I could still receive the khushbu and the immense fragrance of Rasulullah which had entered into my body, had entered into my being. I could receive that fragrance. The entire house was illuminated and it gave out that beautiful smell, which I could not believe. He says, Subhanallah, my fever had subsided instantly. I was then able to move, even though people thought I was about to pass away. People had no hope that I would even live. That's how severe my problem and my illness was, बुखार की वजह से. लेकिन सरकार सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने ऐसा करम फरमाया कि in the dream Rasulullah told me that your illnesses will be removed, your problems will be removed, and furthermore Allah Azza wa Jalla will bless you with a long lifespan. आंखों को खोलने के बाद I found those 2 strands of hair under my pillow, which I preserved for a very long time. Subhanallah. Dear viewers of Madani Channel, this was the story of this personality, Shah Abdul Rahim Rahmatullahi Ta'ala Ali. Subhanallah. Once again, let's recite this beautiful dua. क्योंकि ये दुआ भी है, ये मुनाजात भी है, नात भी है, फरियाद भी है. अल्लाह अकबर कि सरकार वसल्लम फरियाद हमारी सुनेंगे और करम फरमाएंगे इंशाअल्लाह अज़्ज़ा व जल्ला। इट इज़ नॉट इम्पॉसिबल, मुमकिन नहीं कि खैर बशर को खबर न हो। अल्लाह अकबर। इट इज़ इम्पॉसिबल कि रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम विल नॉट लिसन टू योर होप एंड योर फरियाद। तो इसको मिल के पढ़ते हैं, दुआ करते हैं। ए नूरे खुदा आकर आँखों में समा जाना, या दर पे बुला लेना, या ख्वाब में आ जाना। ए नूर खुदा आकर आँखों में समा जाना, या दर पे बुला लेना, या ख्वाब में आ जाना। ए पर्दानशी दिल के पर्दे में रहा करना, जब वक्त नज़ा आए दीदार अता करना। Shukran for watching Madani Channel, dear viewers. Shukran for being part and parcel of this program. May Allah Azza wa Jalla bless you with ziyarat Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Recite lots of दुरूद पाक। दुरूद पढ़ने की वजह से भी कई हजरात ने सरकार की ज़ियारतें की हैं। 700 मरतबा, 1000 मरतबा, 500 बार, जितने भी बार हो सके recite दुरूद पाक। It is due to the blessings of दुरूद इंशाअल्लाह अज़्ज़ा व जल। It is due to the blessings of following सुन्नत रसूल सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम। आप उम्मीद रखें, आप वुज़ू की हालत में सोए, सरकार को याद करें, इंशाअल्लाह अज़्ज़ा व जल्ला you as well will be blessed with his ziyarat. And the day you see him in your dream, your life will change. Having said these few words, may Allah Azza wa Jalla bless you in both worlds. Stay good, be good, and do good. Sallu ala al-Habib, sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Allahu, Allah, Allahu, Allah, Allahu, Allah. Start your day with remembrance of Allah.